The Bible says, provoke not your children to wrath, but bring them up in the nurture and admonition of the Lord. Hey, y'all, you guys want to come here? Really? Come up right here. First of all, I'll say I'm glad Melanie and Vlad are here with us.
Yes.
And Ava, we're glad that the circumstances brought them back here with us. It's good to have them home, and we're glad to be here. Glad to have Ava, new grandbaby, and it's a joy to have her in our house, and it's a joy to have them in the church. It's good. I'm thankful the Lord has us together. And they said that they want to dedicate this baby to the Lord, and I'm thankful for that. And so if we will this morning, we will have a prayer and ask the Lord to bless this baby, to protect this baby. I'm thankful that they're in the church and they want to bring it up in the church, and there's no better place for that to happen.
Yes.
There's things that you guys that are brought up in the church have in you that you don't even realize is going to protect you and help you in your life, and you'll be able to look back on. And you have the Lord always there to help you. And what they're doing, and if they will do it, you can't even imagine the difference in this child's life that it'll make. And I'm thankful that they said that they want to do that. And I ask the Lord to help them and strengthen them to be able to do it. The world's going to tell you it doesn't matter. The world's going to tell you don't worry about it. And the world's going to try to pull you out of the church. But I pray that they would be able to keep Ava in the church and provide a home where Christ is the center of their home. And so let's just pray that they'll have the strength to do that, and the Lord will help them and bless them. So anybody wants to come up here, and we'll pray around them, ask the Lord to help them, and strengthen them, and away from you, Lord, away from the church, but I want you to give strength and determination. Lord, that they're going to keep her in the church. I'm thankful they're here. I pray it will be a blessing to help them. We our church ministry, Lord. The most important thing about them coming back here, Lord, get your blessing, be able to be in the church.
You to get involved, I ask you, Lord, to be a part of it. Open our hearts, Lord, to you, calling out to you now, Lord,
Use you, Lord.
Lord, I appreciate it. Lord, help me today, Lord. It's already helping the church. It's already blessed us. Blessing the service. Lord, I pray this blessing, God, now. We ask you, Lord, for you to carry on. God, you would take it on, Lord. Use it to the use, Lord, to help them remember. May they write it down somewhere, Lord. May they record it somewhere this very day. Lord, they bow before you. They bow before you, Lord, with their hearts and their spirits. Ask you to come in and ask you to do to take control, Lord. God, we don't have control. We can't keep control, but Lord, all things are given unto you in the power of heaven and earth today. Lord, there's nothing to come against you. Nothing, Lord, that you say is blessed. Lord, we just thank her, Lord. Lord, we ask you, Lord, to humble down, put your hand upon God and live, Lord, give them wisdom, guidance, stay with say, Lord, you don't have to stay in the church, Lord, that's the main thing, Lord, just to stay in the church, just to stay in the group, Lord, just to stay in their place, in your word. God, you established this church, Lord, it wasn't us, it wasn't Brother Ralph, Lord, it wasn't Church Father, Lord, it wasn't anybody but you and your your Holy Spirit. You chose to build a church in this area, in this place. Lord, to bless us and all around us, Lord, and all that wants to get in can be a part of it now. Lord, we ask you now to give them wisdom on how to stay a part of the church. Lord, to make you their shepherd, Lord, that you can lead us and guide them, Lord, in the days ahead. Lord, for the precious baby, Lord, now, God, you would begin to work and move from this very day, Lord. From this very hour, God, from this very moment, Lord. Oh, God, record and give us, Lord, as we ask Jesus, that we invited you into this situation, Lord. God, we come to ask you now to take control. Do what needs to be done now, Lord. And thank you, Father, for everything that's been done up to this point. God, the devil fires and tries to separate and divide, but Lord, what you're doing together, no man can put us under. And we appreciate that, Lord. We thank you. We put our confidence in you. We put our confidence in your word. And we put our confidence, Lord, in the things that you've established. Give us, dear Lord, through the years now. Lord Jesus, build this generation, Lord. God, if you choose to tarry, God, and leave us here, oh, Father, leave these ones here for the ones that's coming behind us now. And for the ones that's going to need somebody to reach out to you, Lord, in times of need. And know who you are, and know what you and how you work. And know that the situations look bad, but it's all an illusion, Lord, of the devil. And Lord, if we wait long enough, God, you'll take care of it all. And Lord, give them staying power. Give them strength, Lord, to stay. Lord, to stay with you and wait upon you, Lord. And serve in the church, God, as you see fit. Call them out, God, for the positions, Lord, that you desire and need, Lord, in your temple, in your house, God, in your place that you chose, Lord, to provide for a doorway to heaven, provide for a light, Lord, as a lighthouse for those that are about to become shipwrecked, Lord. Thank you, Father, for the desires, Lord, that you put in a person's heart now to go with you. And thank you today, God, for everything you've worked out up to this point. Take us and lead us on now, and God will praise you and thank you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Start the service this morning. We'll go in this morning at alternative number 67. We'll sing a few hymns. It's good to be at church this morning. Beautiful weather out. Albeit maybe a little bit hot out there, dry, but it's better than being cold and rainy. So I'm glad for that. So let's have a good service today. Enjoy the Lord. He certainly blessed us so many ways. And like I said, I'm thankful this morning. There's so many things to be thankful about. I'm glad a lot. And Mel, you're here, and Ava, and we're here together. And let's pray for the kids that can't be here this morning, that having to work. I hate that they are having to work and can't be here. But let's pray for them too as we go and as we do the service today. Let's start with number 67. Everybody try to sing this morning.
The lily of the valley, in him
I will praise Thee.
glad everybody's here this morning. It's a blessing. And so let's pray for each other this morning as we're all together. And let's Ransom and his girlfriend Daisy are going to be coming, I think, Tuesday. So I think they're traveling by bus. It's going to be an awful long bus ride, but I pray that they'll get here safely. And we'll have some more here together in the church, and that's going to be a blessing. I know there's quite a few other things about Nikki's mom. I don't know if you know anything different about that. No, not yet.
Carrie said they don't have any news about Larry's sister. But I'm sure you're going to say this, but she asked for prayer for Hannah's husband, Chris, who's under conviction, and Larry talked to him on FaceTime Friday, I think it was, and that he's very much under conviction. She asked us to pray in church, and she also asked us to pray for Bristol's service this morning because they'll be there in church this morning.
Let's pray for them. And pray for all the ones that aren't saved. And I'm glad that Brother Larry's had a chance to talk to his son-in-law. And I'm glad that I pray that we'll be able to reach these ones around us that are not saved. We got kids and that are not saved, and people around us all the time, and it's a blessing that we can be able to share, like I was talking about, the testimony that we have. We have something inside of us, the power that God's given us inside of us to be able to share His gospel. And I just pray that we'll be able to do that as well when we need to. And, what was there? There was another thing, Christina.
Well, her dentist went well.
Yeah, and there's visit to the dentist went well, and
Kristen's son, I prayed for her last week.
all right, okay, that's how I heard it. So you've been to this.
No. Just keep praying for an opportunity for.
There's something that I just remember this morning, but as usual, if I don't write it down or something like that, I'm gonna forget it. So
I asked Michaela about her dad's headache, and she said it seemed to be a little better. She didn't say better. But she did ask us specifically to pray for some meds that they put her on. She seems allergic to, so we're trying to find another one that'll work. And I asked specifically to, if they could find a med that worked for her and didn't have bad effects on her.
pray for Angel. Heard her talking back and forth with Dara. She's doing a new job, and sounds like it's a lot of hours, really hard on her, a lot of driving and bad traffic and bad roads, and I guess it's going okay, but still, just pray for her. She's sounds like a really hard job that she's doing, and I think she's got to use our prayers as she every day. I pray for Melly or Sidney and Clay this week. If this piece of paper gets here from, we're waiting on from the states, and they'll try to get their paperwork done this week, so more of their paperwork done, so pray for them. I don't know what it's one of those things where you know how we try to put something together, that every step of the way it seems like, yes, I need to do this, but then it takes 5 times longer to do one thing than you thought you'd be finished already, and it's still several steps ahead of you. And that's the way things go over here a lot of times, not always just the devil fighting against us or just because we live in Romania, but that's the way it is. And so they're having to fight every step of the way to get the paperwork done that they need to get done. So do pray for them that we'll work things out, open the doors up for them to get it done.
Speaking of Angel and what she was talking about last night, I think that if she were here in church this morning, she'd want to testify that God did a miracle in the situation in their life.
see things around, I say, well, it's a miracle in one sense, it's a blessing. You know, so no, you know, even though there's all kind of things we have problems and all kind of things to deal with and all that stuff, so if you back up for a second, look at the big picture, how much God's blessed us and how much good we have it, and how, like I said, we have a good church, we have a good family, and there's not, you know, a lot more we ought to be able to ask for, you know, in this life. You know, when we have a good church, a good family, a good God, a good Father, and so these, like Paul said, these are light afflictions, these other things, and they'll be over with, you know. And then it's funny because sometimes you're going through something really difficult, and you think, how can I possibly make it through this? And then, but once it's over, I mean, it's over, and you're just as good shape as you were before you started, and you know what I mean? There's no, God works it out, and He's taken care of, and then you're back, you know. So I mean, it's just a matter of going through it, trusting God to get you through it, and asking for His strength and His help, and we get through it, and we keep on going, and we still have all the blessings that we've had before, and we're still taken care of, and all those things. So we shouldn't complain too much, I'm saying, about these things that come and go in our lives, these difficulties. That's the way Jesus said it's going to be. So it's not, it shouldn't be a surprise to us, for one thing. And He, as He promised, He takes care of us. He never leaves us, never forsakes us. And so we ought to understand that that's just the way things are going to be. And like, you know, Granddad's talked about, just enjoy the battle, just enjoy going through it, and enjoy seeing God work things out, you know, and see Him take care of things, and to know that we're, no matter what, we're still okay in the midst of it, or after we've gotten through it, we're still good. And I'm thankful for that this morning. So let's try to praise the Lord this morning. You're going to say something here?
I was just thinking about home and all of that paperwork, you know, that's coming up.
Yeah, well, there's pray for Elena.
Yes.
Elena, they call Friday or whatever it was, and says they need a whole bunch of paperwork from her, which is something that she thought she had until end of the year to get done. It's a bunch of stuff. And she's like, well, I thought I didn't have to have it now, so it's not, a lot of it's not done. Part of it's done, but a lot of it's not done. And they're like, well, we got, you know, something, a message from above saying, try to go ahead and get this stuff done. And she's like, well, okay, it's not going to be done, there's no way I can get it done. And just send us what you have. And, you know, she said, well, okay, I can send you this, this, and this, but what if I don't have this? Oh, no, you got to have everything. You know, so they say you have to have it all way before the time, and there's no possible ways you can get it done. And so I'm going to talk to the other Ninas and see if they can just work this next week, one after the other, back and forth, so they can stay home and work on it. And even so, she's not going to get the things done that they want, but just to get as much as she can done. And you know, Elena's conscientious, and she wants it to be right, and wants it to do a good job, and so she'll probably work 18 hours a day trying to get it done this week. So we pray for her that she can get a lot done, and the Lord will work it out for her. And then when we turn it in, however it is, that it'll be okay, you know. And we've seen God. One thing that was a blessing was the girl that this is for our licensing, you know, which is, we know expires this year. But she said, well, go ahead and get everything you have together and send it to me so we don't have to come out there. I'm like, praise the Lord for that, didn't I come out here? That's the worst part of it, their visit, you know. So even though I told her, I said, let's just send in whatever we get together, you know, and then all I can do is say, well, you don't have this, and they usually what they do is they say, okay, you got 30 days or 60 days or whatever it might be to get this in. So they give us another, you don't have to do it this week, they tell you to turn it in, but you'll wind up getting another 30, 60 days to get it together, you know. So thankful for that, and pray for, like I said, pray for Elena as she tries to get it all together. All right, well, if we can remember half these things, we'll be doing pretty good.
The Lord
We need to have a limit on our prayer list, you know, because we get too many things. Yeah, Granny's been having trouble with her back and getting up and down out of the chair. It's difficult. I don't know, can't actually go upstairs. Did it bother you?
Actually, it's not as bad as you think.
Okay, well, then just, you got other things more important than So, scratch that one. No, pray for Granny. Pray for Granny. Because she's praying for us, so
Yes,
let's pray for
yes.
her. I swear, I don't regret any time I pray for Granny, because she's praying for us all the time. So let's all try to pray for each other. Let's all be like Randy and pray for each other. 'Cause I mean, that's the truth. I mean,
Yeah.
she does do that. She prays for you guys. She tells me about things that she's got on her heart, just some thing that, Missy's dealing with or whatever. She, she cares and she thinks about these things and prays for them. So let's pray for her too.
Say something.
Sure, Randy.
This makes sense to me in my head, but I'm not sure that it's gonna come across this way, but this morning, I was looking at my Bible and, Teresa sent me this verse last year sometime, and it's Psalms 9, 10. It says, "And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee." And beside it, I had written another verse, so I went to that verse, and it was Isaiah 42:8. No, not 42:8. 42:8. "I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images." And back in the Psalms, it says, "And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee." And I remember when I was reading that verse in Isaiah for the first time, I think I was reading through Isaiah, and all through Isaiah, it says that I am the Lord, I am God. The whole book is filled with that. But this one just hit me in it because it says, "I am the Lord, that is my name." And I mean, you can't get any higher than that, or any more powerful, or, I mean, and that should be it. I am the Lord, and that's the one that we trust in, and that's the one that we serve, and we've been talking about giving glory to God, and it says, "I'm the Lord, that is my name, my glory will I not give to another." And I think about stuff like you said about the home, and if you look back over so many years, what a miracle
Amen.
it is with all that God's brought us through, just with the state, I'm not talking about
Sure.
our family and our home and all of the kids and stuff, just with the state, how miraculous it's been. And I know that we give God the glory for that, and I think that comes into play with His hand on us here, however we might fail in any way. We do give God the glory for the things that He does for the most part. I mean, we try to. And this verse back in Psalms says, "And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee, for thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee." And then I was thinking about Ava, and she's got on Shaylin's dress, and that's 26 years ago. And then we sang "Glory to His name," and I thought about Dad, because probably if there was one song, if you said, "What's one song that you want us to sing?" he'd probably sing "Glory to His name," And I'm glad that even with how frail we are most of the time, that we can still, I mean, if nothing else, we can still give glory to God. If there's nothing else that we can, like, okay, I've got a testimony about this or that, or that we can, in all circumstances, give glory to God. And we have so much to give glory to Him for. And I'm glad that we can do that in this church, especially because it does have a special power in this church. Like you were talking about, testifying when you preached last, and there's a strength in that. And like I said, when I wanted to, there was just several things that came in my mind during the service and dedicating Ava, and I thought about Dad, and look how many generations it's been now, And so I want to say glory to His name.
still the one that's in control of her life. He's still the one that's over taking care of her. And so we don't, even though sometimes you think, well, look how this went, or how it didn't turn out the way you wanted it to go. But God's still got, he's right there. He's got it all under control. He's the one that controls it all. I mean, we can wish it to be one way or the other, or want it to be something else, or want it to go our way. But he's the one, number one, that he's good, only good, and he's the one that's got control over it. Control means he can make it be different if he wants to. Okay, it's not just a matter of, well, we say, okay, he's got control over it, and we sort of don't even think about what that means. Just like, well, he's there, and he can do something. No, he has control over it. He can change it if he sees fit to do so. But he's doing good. Okay, so he's going to make sure that he does it for good. So he can change it when he wants to, if he wants to. And we have to trust that okay, our desires might not be for good. Our desires might not be what God wants. And we have to say, even though it's not what we want, we have to accept that and say, I trust that the way God's working it out is the best way, because he only is going to be good. And so I'm thankful that today he's, heaven knows he doesn't have any sense of time or whatever, he doesn't need time. So if he said it 26 years ago, if we trusted him 26 years ago to take care of Salem, then we can trust that he's still doing that. He's still doing it today, and he'll do the same 26 years from now. Abel will still be right there in his hand. And I'm thankful for that. All right, let's go ahead and pray this morning. Everybody try to pray. And our Heavenly Father, we come to you in Jesus' name this morning. I am thankful for this church, Lord, and this place that you've given us, and the fact that you're here with us today, Lord, and that you've been with us, Lord, these years, Lord. You've been right there through all these things, Lord. We can look back at everything, and every trial, and every situation, and every child, Lord, and every problem, Lord, and know that you've been right there with us, Lord, in the midst of it, Lord. And you've brought us through so many things that we look back, like Derek said, it's a miracle, Lord. If you look back at all the years and the things we've had with the authorities and the different things that you've worked it all out, you've taken care of it all, Lord. You've gone through, you've brought us through everything, Lord. And we're still standing, Lord, and we're still here in the church. We still have a church, Lord, and the devil seems to have buffeted us, Lord, and tried to mess us up, Lord, but we're still here. We have the church, we have our family intact, we have our family, Lord, and I thank you for that, Lord. I thank you for each and every one of these kids, Lord. I thank you, Lord, for the ones that are saved, that are not saved. I thank you for from the oldest to the youngest, Lord. I thank you for each one, Lord. And their gift, Lord, and their precious, Lord, and I thank you for them. And I thank you, Lord, that we can trust them to you. We can turn them over like Lot and Joe did today. They can say, Lord, I'm going to give Ava, Lord, into your care. And I'm going to give her, Lord, I'm going to try to keep her in front of you and with you, Lord, that you might have that protection and care, Lord. And I'm thankful, Lord, that even though our children might eventually escape out of our hands, out of our protection, out of our house, Lord, that they can't get away from you, Lord, and your protection. They can't get away from you, and you taking care of them, and you being the one, Lord. Lord, we'll mess it up, Lord. We'll mess up how we take care of our kids. We can't do right half the time ourselves. But Lord, I'm glad that they're in your protection and in your care, and you're the ones, not because of the things we've done, for sure, Lord, but because you've been good, and because you said that you'd take care of us, and you wouldn't leave us, and you wouldn't forsake us. And I'm thankful for that this morning. We can trust that our kids are in your hands, our work is in your hands, this church is in your hands, or our family. And I bless your name for that this morning. Lord, I pray you bless us now as we try to have the rest of this service, Lord. I pray for Jay, Lord. I pray you touch him. And I pray you use him this morning. And I pray you use your word, Lord, to put something into our hearts, Lord, this morning. That as we go along this week, we'll have something more and some more strength, Lord, like these verses that there read this morning, that you're good, and you're God, and you're the Lord, and your name is above every name. And I'm thankful for that this morning, that we can realize this morning that it's all, Lord, in your hands, and it's all in you, Lord, this morning. And I bless your name this morning. I thank you, Lord. I pray that you be with Ransom, Lord. Bring him back here, Lord. I'm glad to be back here in the church. I pray you to save him, Lord, in a great way, Lord. I pray for Daisy to touch her and save her. I pray for Rod this morning, and I pray that you save him, Lord. For Jesus' name's sake, touch Sankey, touch Malek, Lord, these others, Lord. Touch Race, Lord. Really get a hold of their hearts, Lord. Do something really strong in their hearts, Lord, that they know they can't get away from it. They can't deny it, Lord. Give them that testimony, Lord, that they know is real, that they know, and they can profess boldly, Lord. You can say what you want to, but I know what God's done for me. And I'm thankful for that testimony that we have, Lord, and we've seen it you work, and we've seen how you've done. And I'm thankful for that this morning, Lord. I'm praying you just continue to watch over us, to protect us, Lord. Help us to stay close to you. We might be under that wing of your protection, Lord. Help us not to wander away. Help us not to wander out, Lord. Help us, Lord, when we turn, Lord, to come back to you and to realize, Lord, the safety and the love that we have in the Father's house. And I thank you for Granddad. I thank you for, Lord, that you used him to lead us and bring us all here to where we are today. Lord, we would be scattered like sheep, Lord, if he hadn't been here, Lord, to keep us in the right way. And I'm thankful for that we are able to do that. And I pray you help us to keep on, Lord. When we look back, Lord, years from now, these kids will say, Lord, I'm glad for Mommy and Daddy, Lord, you kept us, Lord, in the right way, Lord, and kept our family together. And I pray you help us, Lord. Give us strength to do that this morning. I pray, Lord, for Michaela, Lord, her family, her dad, Lord.